NEALVILLE. I wanted to kind of give you guys just an update on how my bucket garden was going. As you can see, everything is really growing as it should. I have come into a couple of complications. I wouldn't say really complications, but just kind of issues. Some of them I dealt with. The one that I'm dealing with now is this first pepper plant, and I'll do it up close to kind of show you that. But I'm getting black spots, and I believe it's due because of all the rain, but we'll show you that in a minute. I have that first plant is it's a pepper plant. It's an orange pepper plant. The next plant is the tomato plant. Then I have my carrots. Then I have my green pepper plant, and then I have my cucumber plant, which is really growing wild. I'm trying to trellis up this tomato cage, but they're pretty much kind of doing what they're wanting to do, so we'll get it figured out. So let's get up here and so we can take a closer look of everything. So this is what I was talking about on this pepper plant. See that black spot? The past 2 days we had gotten a lot of rain, and so after that I just kind of started seeing little black spots along the roots. I guess I'll Google and try to figure out why is that, or what we can do so we won't damage the fruit that is going to come up in those peppers. And this pepper, this is the, get that focused in, this is the fresh bite orange pepper. So these will be the small peppers that come up on here. And then, of course, we have, come on, okay, our tomato plant. And our tomatoes are doing well. We have about 7 that's coming up right now. I think this is going to yield a lot of tomatoes. This is the Better Bush hybrid tomato, and this is the determinate plant because I'm in a duplex, so I got the determinate variety so it won't grow too tall and wild. And I think it can yield up to 2 or 3 a year. And then, you know, you just get rid of the plant, it just dies off. So that's our tomato plant. Then we have our carrots right here, and they are doing good. Haven't seen any orange yet, which carrots take longer anyway to come up. I actually planted these first 4 plants, the 2 peppers, the tomato, and the carrots. I planted them on May 9th. This is our green pepper plant, and as you see, we have our flowers coming up on the green pepper plant. So I know peppers are getting ready to make their debut on this plant. And over here is our cucumber plant, and we have our first female cucumber right here, flower. And you know the female flower because it actually has the cucumber on it. And then I have a male flower right here, and what I'm wanting is the bees to come and pollinate the cucumber so I don't have to. Oh, and there's one right there. Okay, so they know they're getting ready to do their job. I normally kill the bees around my house, but since I have this cucumber plant, I decided to let them live because I need them. See, y'all didn't get that revelation. See, sometimes you need your enemy to help you to produce what God has for you. See, there is a message in that. I'm gonna let that marinate for y'all. I'm gonna let that marinate. See, I'm gonna tell you something about these plants. What I notice about these plants is God has been giving me revelation. If you read your Bible, he talks a lot about seed time and harvest, and God uses the farmer who actually plants the seeds, and he has to wait, and he has to prune, and he has to do a lot of stuff. But when the fruit actually comes up, the joy, the wait, everything was worth it. So God has really been dealing with me concerning seed time and harvest, and just nature, and how spiritually our lives are connected even in nature. It's so weird because normally, y'all, I am terrified of bees, but now I actually need the bees in order to pollinate this cucumber plant. If you don't have bees, you have to pollinate it yourself. If the plant doesn't get pollinated, if this female plant does not get pollinated, what'll happen is the cucumber that is growing, it'll grow, but it won't be no good. It'll grow, it'll be bitter. And what you want is you want a good fruit, you want it edible, and and I need the bees, the very thing that I'm terrified of, the very thing that makes me afraid, my enemy, so I need my enemy in this season in order to produce what God has for me. And I just think that revelation that God had given me was so tight, and I wanted to share that with you all. But this is the outcome within, let's see, I guess I planted these May the 9th. I actually planted this a month later. This was actually the beginning of June when I planted the cucumber plant. But I mean, you would think that I planted them the same time that I planted the others, because they're growing so fast. But that's because of the fertilizer. I use different fertilizers. I use fish fertilizer. I use bone meal. I use lime. Sometimes I put calcium, dry milk in my water. Sometimes I use Epsom salt. Yes, sometimes I use Epsom salt in my water just to reduce the risk of fungus and different things that come up against your plants. I also spray them every 10 days with neem oil. I have a 3-in-1 neem oil that I'll use. I'll take a picture of everything that I use, and you'll see the picture at the end of the video of kind of the things that I've been using for my garden in order for it to produce the correct fruit, to keep away fungus and to keep away pestilence that will come and eat up your fruit. So the same thing, it's about maintenance. The same thing in your spiritual life. You need prayer, you need fasting, you need the word to help keep away the pestilence, help keep away temptations and different things that will eat up the fruit that you've been producing, that will come and devour your labor, because we don't want our labor to be in vain. We don't want to produce all of this, what we have in front of us. We don't want our fruit to come up and the fruit be bitter. We don't want to produce a plant and put all of this stuff into it, all the praying and fasting, and still nothing comes from it. So that's very encouraging to me, just to be able to plant and see not only that nature has a way of producing, but also our spiritual life has a way of producing. So I just wanted to show you this, and I wanted to encourage you, to tell you, don't let your labor be in vain. Whatever God has placed in you, remember to keep maintenance on it. Remember to keep fasting. Remember to keep praying. Remember, it's seed time and harvest. You can't have a harvest without time. Whatever God has told you he was going to do for you, I want to encourage you today that the wait is almost over. God is here. God is is now. He's drawing to us. He's in your neighborhood. Whatever promises, the labor that you put forth, the hardness, the hardship is getting ready to pay off. And I just wanted to encourage you with this video. I did not think this video was going to turn into this, but I feel led of the Holy Ghost. I feel God, and I appreciate what I feel. So I just want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for my new subscribers. Keep on watching, keep sharing these videos. I'm telling you, I've really been blessed by all the support that I've been getting. So whatever you do, share, hit the notification buttons so you'll get notified when I put up these videos. You all have a blessed evening and take care. Be safe in this coronavirus. However, at the same time, we don't live in fear, honey. We are covered under the blood. So you all be safe out there. I love you all. Thank you all for your support. And you all have a great weekend.